What's going on, everybody? My name's Derek. Well, welcome to Delta Wilderness Survival. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining my new channel, Delta Wilderness Survival. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I tried starting about 5 years ago doing a channel called Delta Wilderness Survival School, but only did a few videos of it. I lived in an apartment complex at the time, so I couldn't really do what I wanted to do. Plus, I forgot the password to it, or it'd be named Delta Wilderness Survival School. But Delta Wilderness Survival is born. Today is going to be an intro of what is to come on this, and I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to be surviving with this whole time. Now, you've heard of that show Alone, where all the cast members get 10 chosen items, and then of course, you know, their apparel and all that stuff, it's all, you know, that's not part of their 10 items that they get to choose from. But I chose 10 items that I want to come out here and do this whole expedition with, and I'm going to be doing pretty much this whole channel with. So just check out my stuff I got. Okay, so my first item that I chose was a poncho shelter. Now, this is a poncho, so considered a rain jacket, but also it velcros and you can make it a shelter. And I think it stretches out like 6 foot by 4 foot. It's just a tiny little thing, but it's okay. You can make a quickie shelter with it, or you can use it as a poncho. But I also brought a tarp. Okay, now my tarp is one I'm gonna be building, using for my permanent shelter. Is made by Gold Armor. Is a 12 foot by 10 foot poncho or tarp, and it has, you know, like 4 or 5 pins that you can pin down with it. It's got some 550 cord in there and some other stuff, you know. But anyways, I haven't used this kind yet. This is it seemed like it's pretty good. So we'll have to end up testing that out, which I will be doing it this weekend. So stay with me. Now my next item is 200 feet of 550 cord. Now you can do all kind of stuff with this stuff, man. You can use it as cordage, of course. You could take inside of it as a bunch of little different strands that you could cut the sleeve off from the inside, and you can use it for snaring. You can use it for fishing. You could use it for all kind of stuff. And also with this is, like, let's say I get a hole in one of my tarps or something, you can take a lighter if you got one, which I don't carry lighters, but you could take part of your fire, like let's say a log or something that's, you know, got an ember on it or something. You can melt it, and you could drop it on like where the hole is in the tarp, and it acts like glue. What it is, and it's really strong too. So but anyways, you can do all kind of stuff with this, man. We'll be going through a bunch of this stuff in the future about its different uses and all kind of stuff, and I will be using this to build my shelter with as well. Now my fourth item, excuse me, is a container that I can boil water with. Now it's not very big, but it also has 2 cups in it, 2 serving cups. Now I can use this to boil water with, I can use it to cook food with, you know, whatever I need to with it, and it could easily be rinsed out and cleaned out or whatever. So this is very handy when it comes to purifying water or cooking or whatever. Plus you got these cups. Now every bug out bag, if you want to call it a bug out bag, or your get home bag, or your 48-hour bag, or 72-hour bag, whatever you want to call it, has to have a first aid kit. Now I implore you, do not just go and grab a first aid kit off the shelf and call it done, because what this is now, this is made to my specification, and that is not tobacco. It's a tobacco can, but it has emergency fire starters in it. Okay, and this has got alcohol pads. I've got the cloth band-aids. I don't use those plastic band-aids because they suck. You put them on, about 2 minutes later they pop right off again. So I got them. I got some earplugs in there. I got some Tylenol. I got like bug cream, or like sting cream, snake bite cream. I got all kind of stuff in there, stuff that'll suit my needs. Okay, so if you go buy a first aid kit, if you need to have a first aid kit, my suggestion is to go get you or go through Walmart or some other place and just put this stuff together and put it in a bag and compact it as tight as you can and put it in a bag like this that you can carry with you. Okay, that'd be my suggestion. Don't just go out and buy any old thing, because chances are there's gonna be stuff in there that you don't need. So let's go to the next item. Okay, now the next item I chose was a folding saw. Now this saw is actually called a wow saw. It sounds cheap and it sounds dumb, but you know, I did some reviews on it, and the teeth on there, well, you can see those, but man, those things are sharp, and it cuts really good from what I saw. I haven't tested it out yet, but you're gonna be the first to find out. But you need these when you need to make precision cuts on things or whatever, you know. But anyways, it comes in handy regardless of precision cuts or whatever. So let's move on. Ooh, excuse me. Let's move on to the next item. Okay, now my next item I chose was, of course, a knife. Now, this is a Ka-Bar BK10. I've had this knife for probably 5 years, 6 years, and I've beat it up, man. I've beat it up. I wore it out, sharpened it, and used it again. Now this knife right here is about a $130 knife. Now I could take this knife, I could do almost anything you want to it. Now I've got it razor sharp, man. This thing stays razor sharp. You can shave with it, for all you men out there, or you women who want to shave your legs with it, man. You can pretty yourself up with this thing. But also, now I have taken this knife and I've stuck it into the side of a tree and beat it in with a hammer or back of my hatchet, and I've stood on it and bounced on the knife itself, my full body weight, and it didn't break, it didn't bend, it didn't even flinch, man. This knife is the best knife that I've ever had, and I will never go back to any other kind of knife. It's a Ka-Bar BK10. This is what this is, and it came with its own little handy dandy thing, and it had a knife sharpener in it. The knife sharpener that comes with it kind of sucks, but so I don't use that. But anyways, on to the next item and on to the final item. Okay, I lied, this second to last item, sorry. Now this is my Holtzford hatchet. Man, I love this hatchet. I've had Fiskars hatchets. I've bought them cheap Walmart hatchets, and man, they just absolutely suck, because at the tip, like the tip's right here, and this literally angled like that. So once you sharpen it down that much, you'd have to shave that whole stupid thing off. But let's see, look at this, look how skinny that is. That's gonna be a lot easier. This thing will last me longer. I could sharpen it more, and I could keep this thing for a long time. And it's got really good reviews, and expensive hatchets. I think I paid $130 for this as well. It's pretty expensive, but you know, I've done a lot of reviews on it. I bought it not too long ago. I've only had it for a few weeks, but it's the first time I've had one of these hatchets. And man, I've used this thing left and right, and it's still sharp as a blade, as sharp as whatever, you know. I can still shave hairs with it almost, but I had to touch it up a little bit. But it comes with its own leather little sheath. Now in the future as well, now those of you who watch my other channel, Tiny Rat Farm, I have a lot of animals, including rabbits, and I've got a few rabbit furs that I've got sitting out and drying and whatever, you know. So I'm gonna take, if you have one of these hatchets or an axe or something you use in the wilderness, you're gonna want a leather protector right here, because sometimes when you miss, that thing's gonna hit that and it's gonna end up ruining that, or you could possibly break it. So in the future, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that. We're gonna put that on there, and we're gonna use the hide as string as well. So stay tuned for that one. It's gonna be pretty cool. Now, I promise you this time, this is the last item. One more item to show you. This is my last one, I promise. Now this is, I swear by these things, man. This is a Camp King Fire Striker. This thing's old. It's about 5 years old as well, but you see, I've wore it down a lot. And I've got another one. I actually had 2 more just like it. I bought these for like $7 for a pack of 3 of them. And man, these things work good, man. And it kicks a big spark, and they're very durable. But the only issue is I've had them for so long. You see where it's cracked right there? I think I've re-glued this thing probably 3 times already, and but it still works, man. It's still hanging in there. I'm gonna have to redo it again. I don't know if you see that or not, but it's wiggling, so it's about to come out again. But I swear by these things, man. These things are good. I've got several different Fire Strikers, and this has to be my favorite one. So I use this thing for everything. Now, one of the items that was not on the list, of course, is my bag. You know, this wasn't part of my list, but anyway, this is a multi-pocket, multi-purpose bag. Now, I think I bought this from my brother. He had one, and I think I ended up buying it from him or something, but I can't remember. But find you a good survival bag and put you together a kit like this, and make sure when you go out that you got to test this stuff. You got to make sure that it works for you, because you can't just look at my bag or somebody else's bag on the internet or on TV or whatever and say, oh yeah, that'll work perfect for me. It may work perfect for you in your head, but when you go to actually use it, if you have to go out in the wilderness and use it, you're going to end up being screwed, because you know, most of that stuff, if not all of it, is not going to work for you, and especially if you don't know how to use them. So on this channel, we're going to show you how to use all the stuff that I have, and we're going to be talking a little bit later on in this series about how to use the stuff and what could work best for you, how to test your stuff, and how to make sure that you're going to be able to get home with this stuff, or you're going to be able to survive with this stuff. Let's say your car breaks down out in the middle of nowhere, or you know, plane crash, whatever. God forbid plane crash, but or God forbid you get stranded in the middle of nowhere. But we can talk about the stuff in this and that I use, how to use them. We're going to talk about some more options, but right now let's talk about some other things that's going to happen with this channel. Okay, now I'm actually sitting in the location that this channel is going to take place in, where I'm going to build my shelter. And when we start this channel, which is going to be this weekend, I'm going to post a video this weekend. I'm actually going to start recording tomorrow, Thursday. Today is Wednesday. I forgot what the date was, but anyways, I'm going to start filming tomorrow, and I'm going to come out here, and then I'm going to post a video probably Friday night, or probably Saturday morning maybe. But anyways, what we're gonna do is, this channel is, we're gonna survive together, okay? This is gonna be, yes, another wilderness survival channel, and I love them things. I can't get enough of watching them, man. And the survival TV shows and all that stuff, I can't get enough of it. So what we're gonna do is, this whole entire time, we're going to start from scratch. We're going to start with just these 10 items that I have, and we're going to build a shelter together, fire pit. We're going to build bedding. We're going to be doing all kind of stuff. So, and I'm going to show you some tricks of different things that you could do on how to make your life out here easier. Okay, and then once we get everything set up, it might take a couple episodes to get everything set up the way we want to, where we can feel comfortable, and then we'll start actually teaching. I'll start actually teaching you some things about little tricks of the trade, little things to make your life easier. So that's what's going to happen. And also some other things I'm going to be bringing out here with me. Now I don't have fancy camera equipment or those little GoPro things. I bought one for like $15, $20, I think it was, and and it said it was high definition, and it wasn't, and it's crap. So so I don't use those. I use my cell phone, which takes pretty good video. But I'm gonna be using my iPhone that I have, and I have two other stands. I have the stand that this is on right now, and then another bendy leg thing, and then I have a excuse me, it's like an emergency radio type thing that it has like lights. It has a little solar panel on it that you can charge in the sun, and it also has a little wind up thing that you could charge it up for, you know, I think it's only lasts up like 2 or 3 minutes after you run it, or try to charge it with that little windy thing. But you can also plug it into a USB charger and it'll plug it up. I can't remember the name of it, but I have it at my house right now. It's charging, so tomorrow when I come out here start recording, and I'm on my property right now. I own this property that I'm sitting on, so and my house is just right up there on the other side of the property. So to keep me from having to run back and forth and charge my phone and wait for a little bit and then come back, or go charge my phone, edit, and then come back, you know, this keep from doing that, I can edit out here and I can plug my phone into that thing and keep it charged. So those are the only extra things that I'm bringing out here with me that I don't need. Now also, I do not have I'm nowhere near a body of water anywhere. Now I'm actually about a mile from the river from where I'm at, so I can't hike down there because there's people's land from between here and there, so I can't hike down there and get water. So that aspect of it I'm not going to be able to show. I mean, I'll still show you how you can find water, and we'll build filters and, you know, all kind of stuff as far as that goes, you know, and we'll be doing experiments and stuff. So but as far as water goes, I won't be able to do that, and right now it's not hunting season, so I can't really kill anything. So tomorrow for lunch and dinner, I got some chicken that I got thrown out right now. But also later in this series, I don't know when, but later on in this series, I'll be venturing out and traveling out to different places and hopefully surviving in like jungles and stuff like that. So that would be just amazing. And also, if you watch my Tiny Raptor Farm channel, then you should know, or you probably know, that I've applied for season 11 of Alone, and hopefully I'm waiting to hear back from them. So hopefully that'll work out. But if not, oh well, we'll do our own thing. It doesn't matter. So anyways, that's my intro to this channel. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get a good idea of what's going to happen. And so please stay tuned. Please like and subscribe. I can't grow this channel without your help. And I love you, and I will see you next time.